No matter what kind of skills you are learning, if you don't do that skill regularly or if you don't practice consistently, then there is no use of learning that. You will feel that you are not making any progress and eventually you will give up on that. And if you have clicked on this video, I know that you want to learn English. So if you can learn one thing from today's video is that you have to be consistent. No matter how small amount of time you are spending on a regular basis, you have to do that thing regularly, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or maybe 1 hour. And if you are new on my channel, welcome. My name is Roshan and I talk about English learning books and movies. And in this series of videos where I talk about one particular topic with different sentence structures, vocabulary, modern phrases, adjectives, and a lot of questions. And if you watch the video till the end, you will learn a lot of things. So, welcome to day 9, and today's topic is my favorite actor. And if you're learning anything in context, your learning journey will become really enjoyable. You will see that you are making progress. So, if you haven't checked out my previous videos, visit this playlist. You'll find 8 different topics, format, and how you can talk about your favorite actor in a systematic manner. Vocabulary. We all know that how important this section vocabulary is. To speak on any topic or any language, you need words, right? So you don't need to cram dictionary or even you don't need to cram the words which I'm going to provide you today. All you need to do is listen carefully and use them while you are speaking. Use them while you are writing things. And you will also come across these words while you are reading. Make it part of your daily routine and you won't even realize that how quickly you are learning. And in the third section, we discuss modern phrases. When you use phrases in your communication or your daily conversation, you sound different. And it doesn't mean that you have to use really difficult phrases. Just use normal modern phrases which everyone is able to understand. So, this section is very important. And this section is really important for beginners who are afraid of talking to people in real life and people who are not able to find partners to talk with. So, your job is to speak along with me. You can pause the video, you can answer it yourself, and then you can see how I'm forming my sentences and you can also copy that. So, to discuss this thing, again, we have to go in my room and there we will talk about this thing one by one. So, let's go. So here we are. And before I start talking about the topic, if anyone who is looking to learn English in group classes or one-to-one, they can send me a message here. Now let's start our video with a question. Why do we admire actors? We Indian people are actually crazy about these superstars, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Akshay Kumar, or all these big stars. They represent just so much of emotions on the screen, and while we watch their interviews, we are able to relate with just so many things. I know that stardom is a big thing, but at the same time, we are able to see some kind of connection with them. I mean, that's why we are crazy about them, right? But this session is not about stardom. I'm here to talk about my favorite actors, and these are some of my favorite actors, and I love their work. But if I have to go with one man, I will always go with Shah Rukh Khan. So here is the format. You can follow this to talk about your favorite actors. And to talk about that question, why do we admire actors? Actors are not just entertainers. They inspire, influence, reflect, entertain us. A great actor can make us cry, laugh, or think deeply just with one scene. That's why we often feel a strong connection to their favorite, most admire childhood stars. Here in the paragraph, I'll be using pronoun there. So if your favorite actor is a woman, then you can use she, and if it is a man, you can use he. The next question, who is your favorite actor? My favorite actor is SRK, and I admire him because of so many reasons. Because of his humor, his acting skills, how good of a speaker he is, and of course, he's a great businessman. So this is how you can talk. My favorite actor is name. I admire them because of their acting skills, personality, journey, and versatility. Next, what kind of roles do they play? SRK is a versatile actor. He has done so much work throughout his long movie career. He has done almost every genre. He is popularly known for his romantic roles, but I love his work in Swades, Chak De India, Om Santi Om. These are the movies which I feel like I can rewatch whenever I want to. This is how you can talk about them. They usually appear in comedy, action, romantic, thriller, and historical films. What I love is how they bring every character to life with confidence, emotion, subtlety, and energy. Next, When did you start liking them? Back in the days, we used to watch movies in DVDs and CDs, and at my home, most of the movies were of SRK. So we used to watch almost everything, almost every day. So that's how I fell in love with him. This is how you can talk. I first noticed them in Mention the movie, and since then I have been a fan. The role was powerful, unforgettable, funny, and emotional, and it showed how talented they are. Next, what's your favorite performance of theirs? Very difficult to choose one. He has played some really amazing roles, but I would say I really love the character in Swades and also the way he has adapted to that character. So Swades is my favorite movie. The best performance, in my opinion, was in Mention the movie. The way they acted in that role was just mind blowing, relatable, intense, and iconic. Next, what do you like about their personality? I mean, Saruk Khan is such a charismatic person that no matter what he does, you are always going to love him, except these things what he's doing these days. But yeah, apart from these things, I love the way he talks to media, the way he answers things, and especially the way he treats women. Like in his stories, when you are listening to him, he always talk about women in such a nice and respectful manner that you just can't stop loving this man. And there is just he's just so charismatic. So charismatic is that word. I think it suits to SRK. This is how you can talk. Apart from acting, I admire how they are down to earth, confident, socially active, and funny in real life. Interviews and behind the scenes clips shows a side of them that feels real, humble, inspiring, and cool. Next, would you like to meet them? I mean, who doesn't want to meet their favorite actors? And especially, I want to meet him so that I can talk to him and especially interview him. I know it's a big dream to have, but can I say it here? I'd love to have a Sasta podcast with him. This is how you can talk. Definitely. If I ever got a chance to meet him, I would probably say something honest, ask a question, and freeze in excitement. It would be a moment to remember forever. Next, do you follow their work regularly? Of course, I have watched everything SRK has done, be it movies, TV shows, interviews. I have watched everything in theaters since Rais. I love watching movies in theaters. This is how you can talk. I try to watch all their new films or shows. I also follow them on Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter to stay updated with their projects. These were some patterns or format you can say to talk about your favorite actors. You can start with always who is your favorite actor, what kind of roles do they play, when did you start liking them, what's your favorite performance of that actor, what do you like about their personality, would you like to meet them, and do you follow their work regularly or not. Now let's move on to the next segment, modern phrases related to acting and actors. They totally own that role. It simply means when an actor completely embodies that character, a performance for the ages. It means that something that they have done that's gonna be remembered for a long time. Next, their acting gave me goosebumps. When you are able to feel these emotions and you get goosebumps, that's when you can use this phrase. I binge watch all their movies. It means that without stopping, you keep on watching their TV shows, movies, or even interviews one after one another. They are more than just a pretty face. It means that they are just not good looking actors, they are also good brand ambassador, a good speaker, a good representative of their society. I know that in India we expect a lot from our superstars, but of course they are more than a pretty face. Such a versatile performer. You can use this phrase for somebody who is able to embody different characters. They can do romance, thriller, action, comedy. Use this word versatile for them. Every role they play hits differently. Again, if one actor is versatile, their every character, every role they play feels and hits really differently. Next, a true star with substance. This phrase is, I think, made for actors like Shahrukh Khan. Charisma on screen and off screen. Of course, this is true. If you watch his interviews and if you listen to people talking about their experience meeting Shahrukh Khan, this is the phrase they use all the time, charisma, and how different aura he has. Next, they have got that X factor. It means that when somebody like Shahrukh Khan makes a movie, he has that X factor. Like people go to watch that movie in theaters because of his name. Next segment is vocabulary related to acting and celebrities. I'll just read it for you, and what you can do, you can make sentences and you can use while you are talking about your favorite actors or favorite celebrities. Versatility, charisma, blockbuster, role, persona, audience, performance, admire, portray, inspire, entertain, rehearse, expressive, iconic, relatable, award winning, underrated, dynamic, subtle, and captivating. Now, the next segment is adjectives to describe an actor: talented, iconic, natural, expressive, confident, charming, humble, bold, passionate, captivating, funny, sharp, intense, grounded, daring, popular, inspiring, unpredictable, consistent, and underrated. Now, the last segment of the video and probably the most important one. The first question is, who is your favorite actor and why do you admire them? So again, you have to replace the word them according to the gender. So my favorite is of course Shah Rukh Khan, and I love him for various reasons. He is a great actor, he is really witty, a great businessman, and he's a really charismatic person. The way he talks to press, the way he talks about women, that's something I really love about that man. Next, what kind of roles do they usually play? Well, SRK is popularly known for his romantic roles, but I think he's a versatile actor. He has done so many genres, and this past year he did two action thrillers. He is such a versatile actor that he can adapt to any role. Next, when did you first become a fan of this actor? I think since my childhood. I used to watch almost every movie a few times on a loop. That's how he stayed close to me. That's how I became fan of him, because of the exposure. I used to watch him a lot, and yeah, since my childhood I have been a fan. Next, what is your favorite film or series of theirs? Again, I have a lot of favorite movies, but the criteria of a movie becoming my favorite is if I can rewatch that movie. And I think Swades has that place. I have watched it a few times and I always get that urge to rewatch that film. So Swades is the top spot for me. I love the message of that film. Next, what makes their acting style special to you? I think the way he is able to, portray all kinds of characters, the way he brings uniqueness to all the characters is really amazing to me. I love his movie Dawn. I love his role in Deodas. He has a wide range of acting skills, and I think that's what makes him a really unique actor. He can do almost anything he wants to. Next, have they won any major awards for their performances? I mean, he has won a lot of awards, especially in India. He has I think, almost every award that is given to an actor, except National Award, I guess. Next, which of their movies would you recommend to someone? Again, I'm going to say the same movie, Swades. If you have never watched Sarkis movies, and I think that's not possible if you are an Indian, still, if somebody is looking for a movie recommendation, then you should check out Swades. Next, have you ever seen them in a live event or interview? I think that's a wrong question. He is a mega star, he's a superstar. So I have never met him. Actually, I have never met any actor in my life, any popular actor. But yeah, I have watched his interviews on the internet, but never in real life. Next, do your friends also like the same actor? Not just friends, my whole family likes these characters. And again, because of my childhood, like how we used to watch his movies on a loop. Would you like to meet this actor someday? Who doesn't want to meet Shah Rukh Khan? And of course, I want to meet him. I want to have a long conversation with him. I want to talk about his life, what he has done, and what goes in his head, like having that mega stardom and still staying humble. It's just a fascinating story. So that's it for today's video. I leave the rest of the 10 questions here. You can practice on them. And again, if anyone who is looking to learn English in group classes or one-to-one, then you can definitely send me a message here. And if you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends. That's it. I'll see you. Bye.